You've beat the game, Guardians. Great job. You've done enough go from point A to point B missions, and defend this objective for 3 wave missions to leave your normal human counterparts in the dust. You might even be level 20 by now. Which brings up the question, what's there to do in Destiny when you're level 20? What's Destiny's end game? Well, Bungie would have you know that all ends are beginnings, and that there's so much more. So let's find out what that so much more is, shall we? Number 1 is that Bungie would have you know that gear is the end game. In fact, level 20 isn't technically the cap. If you get gear that has light points on it, as you see here, light plus 6 and light plus 10, you're actually able to extend beyond the level cap, all the way up to level 30. Having this increased level due to the light statistic on this gear makes it where your abilities are more powerful. It also reduces the damage reduction higher level enemies receive with your weapons and abilities. This is because you're closer to their level now. Which brings us to our second activity to do when you're past level 20, and that is heroic missions. You can now choose to set the difficulty higher for the story missions you've played so far. This increases the level cap of the enemies. It also gives them random affixes, if you want to call it that. It gives them certain unique attributes that make them more difficult in combat. In this case, the enemies have the light switch mod, which increases their melee damage. This completely threw off my Vanguard style of combat, which is just going in there and punching everything in the face. There's also heroic dailies. Bungie pretty much copied straight from World of Warcraft's book with these heroic dailies that have random events and rewards daily that reset. There's also heroic weeklies that reset every week. These rewards might be anything from Vanguard marks to reputation, or if you're wearing a cloak, which we'll talk about next, you can get reputation to different factions for different sets of rewards, weapons, and gear. Now, even if the rewards don't entice you, these enemies are a higher level of difficulty, which means better items have a chance to drop.
Dude, he backhanded me once. I died from one backhand. They weren't kidding about that melee damage.
Drop rates have not been disclosed, though. Now, the second thing to do once you're past level 20 is earning reputation. There are 4 reputation quartermasters here in the map, denoted by the crossed swords. Vendors like the Dead Orbit here is an actual faction, and once you hit level 20, you're able to purchase your class's type of item for a Titan, it's a banner and whatnot. And once you equip that, all bounties you do, all heroic dailies, any mission that gives you Vanguard reputation actually transfers to this faction instead, and it has its own sets of rewards, emblems, weapons, and gear. And yet you'll start to see a pattern. Like I said, everything past level 20 revolves around gear. Now, the third thing Bungie would have you do beyond level 20 are strike missions. Once you start nearing level 20, a new playlist opens up in your space menu, and these are strike missions.
What the? I'm loading in the sky.
Dude, why are you floating on the sky?
These missions usually comprise of some kind of trivial objective like guarding something, and then having a boss encounter, which is significantly harder than any other content in the game.
Thigh punch, knee punch, crotch punch, elbow punch. Oh, my shield's gone. Ah! Bob, get out. Oh, we're all dead.
The fourth thing to do at level 20 is to go back and clean things up, and Bungie clearly wants you to do this. Between bounties, gold chests, dead ghosts, and these random events like you see playing in the background right here, Bungie wants you to go back into their story mode and complete everything 100%. And even if you're a level 20 and beyond Guardian, Bungie will still scale down the power of your abilities and items to meet the lesser demand of these lower level game modes.
Okay.
Destiny has upcoming events for the month of September and even some for October. I'm not sure how long these events will keep rolling out. Bungie did say that they are planning on supporting Destiny for quite some time, but who knows how long that'll be before we're required to buy DLC or buy an expansion or even purchase a new game. But for now, there's a new game, Crucible game mode coming September 12th to 14th, called Salvage. I won't explain that. You can check that out. It's probably on news and every gaming website. But the raids. Destiny's first raid comes out on September 16th, and it's called the Vault of Glass. And it seems that these new raids are meant and designed for 6 friends. So thank goodness they're stretching beyond that horrible 3-person fire squad cap. And the rewards look pretty enticing. Raid set gear. So hopefully we see some awesome, I guess, raid set bonuses. Things like Diablo, where you have like legendary set bonuses that are game-changing and build-changing and change up the style of play. It'd be awesome to see something like that in Destiny, because so far, with all the legendary gear in Destiny, or exquisite gear and rare gear, whatever you want to call it, the mods on the weapons and armor, they're pretty lackluster. For example, I don't really notice the fact that my melee hits, when I do get those in, recharge my grenade cooldown slightly, or the fact that one random round in a magazine does slightly more damage. These mods, these affixes, don't really make me want to do this content. They're not compelling or interesting in any way. So hopefully this new raid set gear is compelling and is interesting. Also, it's level 26. You see that? So this is definitely beyond level 20. You want to be level 26 to do this. Here's some other things coming out in September, and in particular, here's a storyline mission. We were told in the campaign that we owe her one in a very crappy cutscene that I might make a video on. But apparently we will go back and repay our debt, because I guess we owe her for going out and killing a Gate Lord and then keeping the remains of the Gate Lord. Not quite sure what that was. I guess they gave us coordinates. Big deal. And this is some more Crucible stuff. So, more raids incoming. Who knows how many raids. And more Crucible game types and more unlockables. So it does seem pretty awesome that Destiny is supporting this game so far after the launch, because the game is kind of bare bones as it is, beyond level 20. Everything focuses on gear that's kind of bland, and PvP that's pretty bare bones itself. So hopefully Bungie really amps up their efforts in making this game legendary.
Our fight is far from over.
Throughout this entire in-game cutscene, we are told that there's more darkness that lies in the beyond. We are told that all ends have beginnings, and we are told the fight is far from over. Hopefully this list of 5 things to do beyond level 20 gives you motivation to continue in your journey. And hopefully the items in this game are expanded upon and give us a reason to hunt them down. With further Destiny content and beyond, I'll be here right beside you. Enjoy, friends. Notice here, I'm here to bring you a video about how to kill people better. So let's go ahead and jump in with the first tip. Use the Mother Junkin hand cannon. But seriously,